Aloha, everyone. Joshua Hayes at BigWaveTrading.com. I tell you what, the market, big pullback today. Once again, we ran right into that 21 EMA and 38.2 Fibonacci retracement, not shown on this chart. Watch the weekend video lessons. I made 2 of them for members, 1 for the public social media YouTube community, and you will see we have hit that resistance and sold off. But with today's big sell-off, I want to remind everybody, we are now technically just range bound. We are stuck in between this level and this level on the SPY. So right now we're in a trading range. The main direction is down, longer intermediate term from the February highs, short term up. Today's volume, while above average, was lower in the session before on the SPY. And as you can see, there wasn't a huge jump. Doesn't mean anything, but while I remain more bearish long term, there are some positives behind today's session, like that volume not being huge. Now, another negative is, you see the QQQ down about the same, you see the DIA about the same, but the IWM, wow, big pullback on heavier volume. This is the index you want to see lead during uptrends and lag during sell-offs, and instead, it's leading during the sell-off. So once again, not good at all. So with that out of the way, right now, my feeling is the worst is yet to come. I'm open-minded to the possibility all the trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars the Fed is trying to do to backstop this market has been priced in, and we have a bottom. But no matter what I feel, think, see, it's all about price. I 100% believe that if this is a bottom, we're going to need to retest it, and that means finding a low somewhere around this area, then breaking out above these highs. And even then, we could roll over later on. Think 2000, think 2001, think early 2008 for those that have been trading during that time period, before we do end up rolling back over and going to new lows. But for now, got to remain open-minded to everything. I did not like what I saw today, and there were a lot of big reversals in stocks that looked like they were bottoming, which I had a feeling this was going to happen. RCL, CCL, and there's just so many others. Actually, if I go ahead and pop up this scan right here that I use and just move it to the worst performers on the day, you're going to see a lot of these kind of reversals that I was basically worried about. We'll just start with this stock here. But you'll see following the V-shaped bounce, the heavy volume sell-off. And you'll just notice it in every single one of these charts. And look at ELVT, new lows. I think Macy's is going to come up. There it is, new lows. Just some ugly, ugly reversals. And that's exactly what I was looking at. LYG, Lloyd's Banking. Uh-oh. This is what I was basically waiting for to happen. It's happening. This is why I personally don't think that we're near a bottom in the market. I also want to remind everybody, bull markets aren't this volatile. So even though we're at the early stages, it's almost impossible for me to get bullish on this market until I see the VIX get back below 30 minimum, 20 preferred. Now let's look at the end of day. So I have no new long positions, quality or speculative. My modus operandi right now is better safe than sorry. I'm going to keep you safe during this downtrend, and we'll make the huge money once the monthly TSV turns higher again. Once I get my beautiful, pretty charts, I'm going all in on these from now on. By all in, I mean at least 20% of my portfolio. I'm not dicking around anymore. If I get a hot chart set up, like the ones that we've reviewed in past video lessons on an end-of-day basis, I'm going to push it as long as there's no upcoming catalyst. Not going to pussyfoot around anymore. There's so few and far between that I trust my skills. I need to increase the size again, as we were before the sell-off started in January of 2018. Since then, the hot charts, few and far between. Monthly TSV has been bearish ever since the middle of 2018. So it's just been really hard to be on that side of the market correctly. But man, ask anybody that's been with me during the uptrend phases of the market where the monthly TSV is confirmed. Now that I know I can trust that indicator 1,000%, after it was leading, not lagging, during this most recent push by the S&P 500 to new highs. Remember, during this entire uptrend, monthly TSV was negative. And while it was a fake out for a few, this last level of the uptrend, you can see what happened from it. The IWM never even got to its old 2018 highs. This was the only index that told the truth during that entire rally. So I'm going to trust that further as we move along. Now, on an end-of-day basis, are there any stocks I like? Yeah, but there's so few of them, we can run through them all really quick. REGN, I continue to like from my Cancelim and Perfect Speculator scan. HEBT, I continue to like from my Perfect Speculator scan. HAPP from the IPO. HCAT from my IPO scan. And then from all my secondary scans, APRN, that's coiling. INVAX, it's sloppy. It's a V shape, but it's trending higher. Might be good on a pullback if this coronavirus situation doesn't chill. AIM, beautiful. Really like the way that looks. AHPI, beautiful. Like the way this looks. And I tell you what, we're going to look at the version 19 to show you why I can't take this as a long position per my rules, since I'm in such a big drawdown from the 2019 account highs on an end-of-day basis. But this is one in a different kind of market. Even though I know that this one's good, it still can only be monitored intraday for a breakout. This needs to be one of the main watches tomorrow into the end of the week. A move above 2095 would get me extremely, extremely interested in this AHPI. APT, we'll discuss this one a little bit later in the video. IBIO, this is one I'm still tracking on an end-of-day basis. Beautiful. That's beautiful. See all that green in that chart since 2019 November lows? Beautiful. See this tight consolidation? Why am I not setting up a long order or an add signal actually for an end-of-day basis? Once again, we'll review that here in a second. First, I'm going to show you all these charts on version 7. AYTU, nice consolidation still. VXRT, another one I'm still tracking on an end-of-day basis. Beautiful consolidation. CODX, beautiful consolidation, and it's ripping after hours. We'll take a look at that. Lake, very strong. It's actually from the Cancelim. And then CTRA, JNUG, CTR off the lows are good. And EYEG, here's another stock that I would probably go long in a better market environment if we weren't so volatile. So EYG is the top one. AHPI, CODX, IBIO, keep those in mind. But now I want to look at all those charts on my version 19 telechart program. We're going to start with Regan. Let's do the 3-minute chart. Let's go to a daily. Why can't I get long Regan? It's in a squeeze. Momentum, though, is negative. TSV is negative. That's removed. HEBT. Why can't I consider it as long? It's in a squeeze, a loose squeeze. Rising momentum, but it's still negative. TSV is a little positive, but overall, it's all about that squeeze right now. That's the most important indicator for me. HAPP, it's in a loose squeeze for 1 dot. Negative momentum. Can't do anything with that per my rules right now. HCAT, hey, here we finally got positive TTM momentum. We got TSV above the signal line and moving higher, but are we in a squeeze or freshly coming out of a squeeze? We sure aren't. Can't be a new long. APRN, nice consolidation. Don't want to go long this one. First off, also, the volatility stop is still above price. That's all these little dots you see. If I'm going to go long something in the consolidation that's past a squeeze with positive momentum, I need to see that volatility stop on the other end of price. So APRN, that's my other computer, sorry. That's a no-go. NVAX, same thing. Yeah, positive momentum. It's in a loose squeeze, but look at TSV. It's going the wrong way. This is also V-shaped and extended from the 9 and 21. No, thank you. AIM, negative TTM momentum. So that's a no-go. AHPI, listen, this is my favorite setup. I love that TTM momentum's about to turn positive. If it was positive today, I would consider it. It's in a medium squeeze. Look at TSV, though. Time segment volume's going the wrong way. So once again, not everything can line up. I need everything to line up. APT, negative momentum, even though it's in a squeeze. Negative TSV. IBIO, remember this is one that I really like on my telechart version 7. On version 18 with the TTM squeeze, you can see momentum's weak. TSV is negative. That's a no-go. AYTU, Very, very nice. But things aren't lined up there. It's in the squeeze. Momentum's going the wrong way. Needs to fire before I can go long. VXRT, negative momentum on the TTM. Negative TSV. CODX. Listen, it's jumping after hours. I'm interested in it as a day trade for tomorrow. But for today, not on an end-of-day basis. Lake, negative momentum. Notice how it moved today, coming out of the tightest squeeze possible. Interesting. But TSV, it's going the wrong way. So you're starting to see the drift in everything. CTRA, negative momentum. TTM, JNUG, same thing. CTR, same thing. EYEG, same thing. It's in a loose squeeze. Momentum's going the right way, but it's still negative overall. So that is why, out of everything we just looked at, I can't go long. Even with the nice setup in version 7, the TTM is not in agreement, cannot go long. So there are no new long positions once again. There are also no sell signals. I'm still tracking 20 stocks on an end-of-day basis for this website, and none of them are producing 100% sell signals for over 2 weeks. There's been 2 50% sell signals during that time, including one yesterday in CPHI, but overall, they're all still holding up, which is amazing. We'll also remind everybody, I am still long only one stock, ZM. I have a profit stop below this low a day. I have a profit stop here. I have a tiny sell stop here. And for now, my final sell stop for a small loss is right there. So 1, 2, 3, 4 trailing stops. So the end of day side, I'm protecting you guys. We're not churning our money. I'm not churning my money. I know when to load the boat. I know when to get bullish. I know when to get aggressive. I know when I can go back to taking even my version 7 setups like IBIO and AHPI without the TTM confirming. But in this market, hell to the no. There's only one time frame I trust, and that is intraday. So I want to go over, I think it's this panel right here, some setups from today. Now, I'm in a situation right now on Maui that I consider myself blessed. I'm very fortunate. 9 out of 10 people I know personally on Maui are not in the situation I'm in. And right now I'm taking advantage of it. I'm getting really taken care of to produce a service that I'm doing right now on Maui. And I tell you what, that's priority because the end of day trading is the only trading that's easy. When the market opens at 4:30 in the morning during the winter months, I can do that. It seems very easy. But when the market opens at 3:30 in the morning, it's tough to wake up and day trade all day. So day trading for me right now is not an option. But I tell you what, my rules and methodologies that I'm teaching has been applied. And today, I want to congratulate everybody that was day trading while I was away until later in the day. Amazing, amazing job, guys. One trader had a fantastic day and another trader had a fantastic day in my chat room. You both know who you are. If there were others and I missed you, I apologize. I just was only talking mainly to 2 of them into the close. But, you know, there were some solid setups today. And we're going to focus here on APT. Had a beautiful TTM squeeze. Had the right chart set up. That initial morning spike. Sorry, we're looking at it this way. Actually, you know what? I can memorize everything. IPIX. Let's go to a bigger chart with the TSV 30 to make it easier to see for everybody. Control 1 minute chart. APT. Not only did he notice the proper setup with everything aligned, but there were sweeps in the stock while it was setting up. So just an amazing job because this one's definitely in play following the huge volume spike, the holding of a major Fibonacci retracement level. I'm not going to draw it. We're starting to run out of time in the video lesson. Reclaim a VWAP, hold support, starts to break out. APT just beautiful. But he noticed the sweeps. There were also sweeps in this stock before it moved. And as you can see, nice 10% move. But APT is amazing. Also, CEMI, I'm going to remove the after hours price action, was one of the best setups later in the day. Initial morning pop, holds the 200 simple moving average, and as we move into the close, starts to squeeze and move higher. It didn't produce a huge move, but once again, another 10% move. You know, 10% in today's tape is excellent. And then the best one, ATHX, which I got to congratulate the member that traded this. Major push on major volume. held VWAP all day, consolidated. Whenever I personally took a look at it, I remember it from the day before and how sloppy it was. So I got to admit, kind of poo-pooed this idea. Wasn't like top idea. But whenever it took out 350 here on that volume, game on, and it moved. And I did not expect that. But the trader I'm talking about, you did, and you did great. Another 10% move. Congratulations. And the last thing I'm going to talk about, that same trader brought IPIX up to me yesterday, and I'm wondering if he saw what it did early in the morning. So even if you bought the break of the morning highs here, you can see from that moment to the high of the day today, that was a 115% plus gain, proving that, man, there are stocks out there in the small cap world that just do not give a you-know-what about what the overall market is doing. AHPI was another one that we focused on at the end of the session, and you can see how that did into the close. So AHPI, remember that daily chart that I really like? Nice mover. Now I want to add on the after hours trading just to show you AHPI is still holding up near the highs and is actually above the high of the day. So far, this one, as long as it holds its gains in the pre-market, this is in play tomorrow. And then the best one I saw, and we watched it into the close, once again, that one member, you know who you are. Congratulations. I don't want to put you on blast unless you tell me it's okay. He saw CODX pushing, and I noticed it too. It's hit my scanners also. But look at what it's doing after hours. Holding those gains, consolidating beautifully. We'll see if that continues in the pre-market. This one is also in play come tomorrow's session. And then, I couldn't believe this, but there was an actual IPO today. WIMI IPO today. And while it was terrible after the open, by the close, volume surge, held up, and as you can see what it's doing after hours, it's holding on to its gains. So WIMI is an IPO. I assume it's a cloud computing stock. Got to do some more research on it. Actually, I already have it popped up over here. AR-based holographic services and products to cater to customers' needs. And I almost have a feeling that in the future, it's not going to be, if, let's say these viruses start mutating and we get new viruses and it becomes dangerous to travel, I can totally see how augmented reality and virtual reality becomes the new vacations. It's not safe enough to go to these places that you want to go visit, so put on a headset. Trust me, the real virtual reality rooms out there, it feels like you're there. I know certain people that are addicted to it, and they love to live in these VR worlds because it's too real. Maybe that's the future of vacations and traveling in the future if these viruses continue to get out of whack. But I guess that's what WIMI do. So keep this one on watch for tomorrow along with CODX and the AHPI. But besides that, on an end-of-day basis, man, I know it was so funny. Everybody was complaining about too many signals during that shit uptrend. And I agree. There were too many signals. And I held way too many positions. And I took a death by a trillion paper cuts due to these ECN fees and by my winners not taking care of my losers during that last uptrend. But I tell you what, at the same time, it also saved me. Never pushed it in the end there into anything. Monthly TSV was telling the truth. The drawdown could have been way worse on an end-of-day basis. But I tell you what, when this market actually does bottom and turn, guess who's going to make a shitload of money on the turn? I am. It's going to be that simple. I'm not going to balk at the setups. I'm not going to not be around whenever the turn comes. I'm here every single day. I'm not going to miss this turn. So on the end-of-day side, I'm protecting you guys right now. You thought there were too many signals before? There's no signals now. Why are there no signals now? I'm not going to force trades and put you in a dangerous situation that could lead to how so many traders are doing. I know so many traders that are piling into names like RCL, CCL. I haven't even looked what the airlines are doing. Oh yeah, AAL, DAL. They were 100% sure we bottomed. They chased the move up. They were buying the stock at 30. AAL, they were buying the stock at 15. Look at where it's at now already. Could easily go lower. I'm here to protect you during bad markets on an end-of-day basis, which is what the main objective of this website is. Since I live on Maui and day trading, the entire intraday session and then running the site on an end-of-day basis is absurd. But still love day trading is still the only safe time frame. I know what I want to see. I know what I want to trade. But on an end-of-day basis, safety, safety, safety. Cash is king. Cash is king. Protect yourself. No FOMO. No FOMO. No chasing. Always cutting your losses if you do decide to go into something like AAL. Just remember that as we move forward. Safety first right now. Bull markets don't have this kind of volatility. Remember that VIX chart I showed you? That is not what a VIX chart looks like in an uptrend bull market or at a bottom like March 2009, March 2003, December 2018. And notice how that uptrend turned out. It's not good. So trust me, I know when we need to get back in the market. Right now is not it. If you like the video lesson, give me a like. If you didn't like it, give me a thumbs down. Love it. If you have a comment, question, concern, want to ask me any questions, hit me up on the comment section. Subscribe or ring the bell if you haven't. This is basically an ordeal of love. I love this stuff. Doesn't matter what the market does. I'm always going to be around. And if I'm going to be around, if you like those videos, show me some love. All right, everyone. I'll see you in the chat room during, not the free market. I'll see you in the chat room after lunchtime on the East Coast, which is really 6 a.m. in Hawaii on Thursday. Aloha.